Hey, how y'all doing? This James Brown coming to you once again. Looking at the time on the video screen over there. This is the relationship channel. I'm your boy James Brown, coming back to you once again. I watch a lot of inspirational videos, and you have to watch inspirational things. You can't always watch things that make you laugh. You have to have a balance. Of course, laughter is good, and especially in relationships, you have to have some comedy. You have to have some happiness. You don't want a relationship. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? How was your day? Like, that's a boring relationship. You want to hear, hey, you heard that knock knock joke? I'm just using it as a metaphor. Nobody uses really knock knock jokes anymore. But you want to have some type of comedy, you know what I mean? Like, telling a joke on playing a little practical prank that's not, going to hurt somebody or cause them any harm, physically or mentally or anything like that. Something you want to make the other person laugh. You know what I mean? You don't want to harm anybody. Practical joke, like hit them with a glass bottle or something, make them fall, break their leg or something. That's going to destroy the relationship between you and the other person. And a relationship, like I say all the time, a relationship is just not between you and your spouse, you and your wife, you and your girlfriend, or a woman with a boyfriend. It could be between two friends. It could be between co-workers. It could be between the person that deliver your food, the grocery store clerk. They all relationships. You speak to them, say, hey, how you doing? Oh, it's my man Pablo from Fresh Grocer, blah, 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 or whatever. What I say, like I talked to some of the people in Walmart. We cool, we bust it up. We have a little inside joke that we tell. Because I go there every morning around 6 a.m. Well, not every morning. I go there like once a week around 6 a.m. So you have relationships with your barber, your beautician for ladies. So it's all different types of relationships with your boss, co-workers, blah, 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 blah. I can go on and on and on and on what a relationship, who you can have a relationship is. So with that being said, you have to have some some interest, a peak of interest, no matter what it is. You could have like if you're in the science field, if you're in the biochemistry field, what might seem boring to us or regular people, it's not boring to me, but to some people it might be boring. You can have one person that's a biochemist, one person that's a scientist, blah blah blah, and y'all getting together, y'all collaborating on y'all findings and stuff like that, and it could pique some real interest. So I don't want to go with all comedy, but you do got to have some. Well, they do have comedy. They make jokes, inside jokes on, biochemistry or stuff. So you have to have something exciting in that relationship, something that keeps the bond, keeps it going. You know what I mean? Keeps it interesting. You know what I mean? That's how people like want to get out of relationships, either between a man or a female or a friend. They could be like, you hear it all the time. Oh man, why you don't hang with Joe no more? Man, Joe boring, man. All he do is sit there and watch TV, and he don't want to go nowhere. He don't want to do nothing. So you have to have some type of interest. You know what I mean? Make it interesting. You know what I mean? You don't want to be a boring wallflower in a relationship. Just sit there, or you don't have to want the other person to bring all the excitement, to make all the arrangements, so forth. So, try to, when you have relationships, try to don't go crazy, like don't go overboard, like don't try. Always be yourself. Be comfortable in the skin that you're in. Don't overdo. When you overdo things, people see right through things. I see through people who try to do too much, and it could be annoying and clawing when my nose is itching. Got some hairs or something growing in. But it could be annoying and clawing when somebody's outside their comfort zone, when they're doing too much to try to make you laugh or try to be somebody they're not. You can see it. Because most of the time, people see a person who is genuine, and that's the reason why they want to become friends with them. I want to become friends with somebody who's comfortable in their skin, knows who they are, confident, and with good self-esteem, you know, and so we can mingle together. We on the same page. You don't want nobody, hey James, how you doing? That, like, I'm talking about not a relationship between a man and woman. I'm talking about just a homie. You know what I mean? He'd be like, hey James, you wanna go hang out? I'm like, no, dog, you cool. You know what I mean? You seem like you down and out, like you need, you know, you know. I build up I help people build up their own confidence and their own self-esteem. I don't build it up themselves. I try to find things to trigger what's already in them to bring their own self-esteem up on their own. Nobody can bring up your self-esteem. You could talk to a psychiatrist, you could take medicine or whatever your case may be. You have to find ways, or they could give you pointers on how to go about it. But nobody could, somebody that had the death of a wife or something like that, or been manipulated or abused or something like that, they have to find it within themselves to use those tools that somebody will give them, like a psychiatrist, a therapist, or a friend, to or whatever they discover on their own, to utilize it. Because so you can have low confidence, low self-esteem, and you don't want to hear no psychiatrist. Somebody can talk to you all day long and say you should try implementing this. You should take walks. You should get some vitamin D. But the person don't adhere to it and don't want to go do it, then that's tips, but it ain't gonna work. You gotta want to build up self-esteem. You gotta want to build up your own. You gotta say, how can I find ways to build up my self-esteem? These are some tips this guy gave me, or I seen my therapist said this, or my friend said this, or I watched a video and they said this. So you have to want to. And the want is like 95% of the battle. Because once you say, man, I'm tired of sitting around being bored, I'm tired of being like this in this depressive state, then that's the 95% the battle. Then you're going to go out, you're going to find ways, And like I said, always be comfortable. Don't let nobody, like, I've had women try to get me out of my comfort zone, like, make me go places. Like, I don't like airplanes. I'm not getting on no airplanes until I'm ready to get on an airplane. Don't think you just came along with the idea of me getting on an airplane. Like I want to get on an airplane, but I'm scared. You know what I mean? And that's a common fear. It's not no like you don't want to get on an airplane. Ha ha ha. It's a lot of people don't want to get on an airplane, especially all the disasters you hear about and things like that. And it's not on the ground. You know what I mean? Where it's like people like, well, it's more car crashes. Yeah, but people survive a car. I've been in car crashes before. I'm here right now and I'm exercising and everything is working for few aches and pains over for old age. But I've been in car crashes. You ain't gonna hear nobody say, too many people say, I've been in a couple of airplane crashes. It's usually one and done. You know what I mean? So don't hear, it's more common to have a car crash or have a driving accident. Yeah, you survive those. You get on one of them 747s and that big thing hit the earth. You're most likely not going to make it. So don't come with that analogy about more car crashes than more likely to get in a car crash than a plane crash. Yeah, save that for somebody that's don't got it all. You know what I mean? But anyway, so with that being said, I don't like to be forced or pushed to do something I don't like. I don't want to force nobody to do nothing they don't like. I mean, you love me for who I am, or you leave me alone. That's who it is. If you're not comfortable that I don't like airplanes, or I don't like doing this, or especially somebody that smoke or drink and stuff like that. I don't smoke or drink or any of those take any type of stimulus of that caliber, that nature. No marijuana, no nothing, no pills, no nothing. So, if it's a person, I used to smoke and I used to drink. I don't judge nobody. I know how hard it is to stop smoking and to let go of the alcohol. So I used to smoke cigarettes for 30 years, 30 plus years, but I choose not to smoke anymore. I don't judge people. I don't not talk to them. I would not be in a relationship with a person that doesn't smoke. Like if they smoke, I wouldn't use that against them. Or they drink, I wouldn't use that against them. Now, if they drink where they obnoxious, where they violent, or something that nature, where they drink too much, where it's a problem, where they got a addiction or something like that, no, I don't want to be bothered. If they smoke, where they smoke so much that they stink that I can't put up with it, like I can put up with so much. Like if it's all in your clothes and you smoke in the car and it's all in your hair and all in, and I go to smell you and you close to me and it's bothering me, it's just bothering me. Like I'm not judging you, you know what I mean? But it's bothering me, and I don't want that. You know what I mean? That's common sense. You know what I mean? Why would somebody torture themselves? You know what I mean? I like you a lot or I love you, but it's really bothering me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, try not to smoke in it. Like, they might, like, I used to, when I smoked, I used to come in the house, change my clothes, brush my teeth, wash real good, even though that don't do it because it's all in your pores, it's all in your system. That don't do it all the way. But I made a valiant effort that made it adaptable for my mate back then. You know what I mean? So, you know, sometimes that'll work, you know what I mean? So you want to be with a person and you doing something that's toxic, you know what I mean? Toxic to the environment, especially toxic to yourself that will give you cancer, you know, kill you, and you know, and they don't want to smoke secondhand smoke, you know what I mean? Or they don't want a person that might be on the verge of could die because they smoke a lot, or they smoke, period. So that's understandable. They want somebody healthy. Can't knock nobody for that. So maybe their mother or something, grandmother died from cancer from smoking, and it was a reminder. So they don't want to go through that trauma anymore. So you can't knock that person. They're being who they want to be. So with that being said, you know, just try to, you know, do not be so boring. Like don't be a lame, you know, in a sense. You know, you have a relationship, you want a relationship with this person. Don't, if you see a person that's like, I'm in my mid 50s. If I be with somebody 40, 30, 25, I'm saying not in a relationship, Taurus, hanging out with them or something like that. I like my daughter, I don't want to be like, oh, let's go to listen to this opera or something. They don't want to hear no opera, no boring, no, you know what I mean, no Barry Manilow or nothing like that. They want to hear something bop, boop, 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 boop. That's because that's who they are. So, you know, don't get into relationships with people that you see that they're active and try to calm their life down. That's who they are. You should ask them before you engage in a relationship. That's even what when you dealing with a woman or a man, vice versa. You want to get in a relationship like that, or you dealing with peers or somebody that you just meet on the job or somebody you meet in the street, and they say, hey man, you know, you want to hang out, blah blah blah. Don't. If you see them that's boop boop boop, you see them active. Don't go engaging with them if that's not who you are. So don't even put yourself, find people that you're adaptable to. You know what I mean? You got to find people that's like that's famous saying, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. You know what I mean? Stop going trying to be somebody you're not. Be who you are. I'm a loner. I'm an introvert. I love being alone. I love doing what I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it. And that's good. That's exactly how you should do it. Even though I got limits because it's according to biblical standards. You know what I mean? That I like to engage myself. I don't like to engage myself in no crazy mess that's against God's will. But that's your choice when you're ready for that. You know, but that's a good way to go about it because you keep your morality and you stay in God's will. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, Yeah, don't be engaged in relationships with people that's and you don't want to do the things they like to do. That's going to put a big monkey. That's going to throw a big monkey wrench in that relationship. It's going to come crashing. Like with all the, if you're in a relationship with a woman or vice versa, your spouse or whatever, like that sex is going to get boring. They're going to tell you, they're going to be like, I'm tired of laying up in the bed all the time, tooting my butt up or whatever the case may be, having sex. I want to go do something. You don't take me nowhere. That's one of the number one common, you know the word I'm looking for, things that women say in a relationship is that you don't take me nowhere. You don't buy me anything. You don't buy me anything. It's flexible because if the woman know you got a certain amount of money or whatever, then you ain't got it. Don't break your neck because you gotta pay your bills. Like you know how much money you got, or it matter how much level you care about this person. If you do got the money, you know what I mean. I'm staying out that one, but taking a woman out, going places with them, if that's who they are when you met. Now if you met the person that they say I don't like going, or I don't like getting on airplanes, I don't like doing this, and you see compatibility, if that's who you are, you might be the one that like the jet set and go this bop bop boop and be all over the place. Try to get a person or friends or relationship that's the same. You know what I mean? People change though. I used to be, when I was out there drinking and smoking cigarettes, man, I was and I was younger, man, I would move to Savannah, Georgia. Like, you know what I mean? I love going all over the place. I didn't like no airplanes though. But I think I would have got one on younger if I had the chance. But I don't like them now though. I don't like confined spots anyway. I only like elevators. I don't like that. You ain't got power to, who the heck jumping up in the roof and stuff like that, trap doors and opening things. That's on TV. You know what I mean? I ain't doing that. But anyway, with that being said, try to do things, try to match up with people that have the same interests. That's why you correspond. Don't sit there and lie and tell a person that you don't like these things, and you get in a relationship. And if it's a short-lived relationship, it's usually a reason of that nature that y'all don't have the same interests, because you can't just sex your way into things. You just can't. It's just not gonna work. I'm talking about that relationship, and in the other relationship where you with a homie or you a woman, you got your girlfriend. If y'all not compatible, y'all ain't gonna see eye to eye on things. You know what I mean? So before you get into these relationships, first have some type of discussion. What y'all like? What you dislike? Hey, man, I was like, 'cause that's how a lot of relationships start. Oh, I just got back from Florida. And we was down the beach. Oh yeah, I like Florida. Oh, next time you go, child, let me know. I'll go with you. Have some conversation with them. They might want to go down there and smoke some weed or something. You know what I mean? Get a little more dialogue before you just jump out the jet without no parachute, and then you in this relationship, and then you find out things later on. Do you smoke? Nope. Say, thank goodness, child, I don't smoke either. And then you ask them, do you smoke? Yeah, I smoke. Oh, I smoke too. Dialogue. Don't wait to find out things later. Ask them all these things. If you dealing with women, if you dealing with a man, how many babies you got? How many kids you got? How many you been? Even though men lie, because they gonna lie to get some coochie. You know what I mean? They say they like you. They ain't gonna tell you all the truth. They got skeletons called. But you better do some investigation. Like you better find out somebody. You better find out somebody that know them. Ex-girlfriend or something like that, or go on their Facebook page or their Instagram page or whatever. That's a two-tailed sign that you can see what's going on. Some people hide it, but most people, they kind of loose with it. You know what I mean? Like you'll see the comments and their likes and stuff like that. Read all that. Read it. Damn it. Don't think you spying. You investing. You gonna be with this person. You gonna hang out with this person. Read every little comment that you can read. Take some time out if you plan on investing, because you have to investigate. If you want, you have to do a background check. What's wrong? You trusting this person with your life? You ain't trying to really find. I mean, this. Why would you want to go with some child rapist or molester or some woman beater or ex murderer or ex scammer that scam credit cards, stuff like that? It might be your credit card you might want. You know what I mean? Or she want. Regardless, that goes both ways. So there's nothing wrong with going in a person's past. Now, don't judge them by their past, but see who the heck you dealing with. A lot of people don't see who they dealing with. They deal with people, and then when the skeletons come out the closet, it's because they didn't do their due diligence and go do a lot of things that they could do. Talk to ex-friends and stuff like that. You know, how's he? He was going through some, this dialogue with him. Yeah, that's my boy, so and so. You could tell something a lot of times from people's expressions. Like, for instance, if I'm hanging with John and I see John take me over his house. I see John on Facebook, and I see John's friend on there, so I'll hit up with John's friend. How you send a friend request, and you'll put in a message. Yeah, I'm friends with your cousin or your boy John, and I was just wanting to be friends with you also, since we friends. Hit up, you can slide in there like that, and then they'll be like, you could tell sometimes they're like, oh, you friends with John? Oh, okay. You could tell sometimes. It's more, you can see it more in people's faces when you meet them. Maybe that's not a good scenario, but try to be around, hang around John's or Susan's friends and family, and have dialogue with their friends and family on the side, like when John and Susan go to the bathroom. But like, yeah, me and John, we like hanging out, blah blah blah. We going to the movies this Friday. We going to dinner. We got plans of going to Cancun or whatever, Florida, and see the expression on their face, like, oh yeah, you going to so and so with John, and you could tell nonverbals is essential. Oh man, I went to school where you can use nonverbals. You could use them and you couldn't use them. I'm like, what the heck you talking about? You could use them to like ask somebody to tuck in. This is a nonverbal, like tuck in your shirt. You got something on your head. Do like this. You got something on your head. Nonverbal. This is, you ain't talking, but you're giving them sign language to doing it. Then now this is a non-verb. This is a non-verb you can't use. Things of that nature. Non-verbal, bad non-verbals that we can't use there, but you can use the good ones, helping non-verbals. So when you see people doing non-verbals, when you talking about their person's friend, spouse, or anything like that, you giving them you'll see the non-verbals that they do. Or you going what's called a where to where, and they be like, you know what I mean? Then that's a sign that you ain't got to go into detail. You ain't got to ask them no more. If they look at you like, you going where with who? Oh, okay. Then you seen that before too. And so to be like, oh, that's a red flag right there. I wouldn't even ask them. I wouldn't even want to go into detail, because that, then the person that your friend might know, because then the friend might say, I told him about you, and you don't want to get into all that. That's enough for me. You going where with who? Ooh, that's enough for me. I don't need to hear no more. John, I know we was planning on going to so and so, or Diane, I know we was going to go to this place, but I changed my mind. Money is funny, whatever. However you do, get the hell out of it. You know what I mean? Lie or tell the truth. Look, I just don't want to go. You know what I mean? Maybe next year or whatever the case may be, something of that nature. You just don't want to go. It's your life, it's your money, it's your everything. Nobody's forcing. Don't let nobody force you to do nothing you don't want to do. If you don't want to do it, you don't feel comfortable, don't do it. That's it. You ain't no little kid, peer pressure and all that. Come on now, get yourself together. So I'm gonna get back with y'all. It's another little video. Good morning.
Good morning.
Annyeonghaseyo. So, like I said, get yourself together, and I'll get back with you. Peace.